All right, we on the JayNJay show, Power 100 Nothing, and ever since we put up that video about the Ultimate Warrior and TV Tracks featured it, now we got people, hey, where have you guys been? What have you guys been up to? And we got wrestling questions that y'all motherfuckers got to answer, basically. Okay, fine. So we have an email here from a young man named Dan who says, hey, glad to see you guys back. What was your opinion on WrestleMania? WrestleMania 30, we had a lot of different things happen. Undertaker's streak ended.
Yeah.
After 21-0. 21-0. This nigga gets beat by Brock Lesnar. Now.
Bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Bullshit. And see, here is my reason for hating that decision. All right? If you have a guy who is, for over 2 decades, won at WrestleMania and built this long-lasting legacy and streak, if you're going to have it be broken, have it be broken by a motherfucker who can benefit from it. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
Brock Lesnar is a part-time wrestler who wrestles about 3 times a year. He really doesn't give a shit about WWE. He said that himself. He's only in it for the money, all right? And his career is almost over his damn self, so why the fuck would you waste the streak on a guy like Brock Lesnar? No, I'm sorry,
exactly.
I gotta
pass the torch, man. Pass the torch to somebody who can carry that motherfucker.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so that's my problem with the streak ending. And the thing is, as I was watching it, man, I was watching it with a couple of friends, and I looked over. I'm like, you know what? Brock is going to win tonight. And my boy was like, I hope not. I was like, yeah, I hope not too, but I think it's going to happen. But even still kind of having an idea, I was still stunned when that final 3 count hit. I was like, oh, shit. Because if you're a wrestling fan, that's just a big deal.
It is. And I think that, there's a lot of controversy going on right now. A lot of people saying that Undertaker suffered a concussion.
Yeah.
And that the loss was an accident, wasn't supposed to go down that way. I don't give a fuck what happened. Brock should have known, look, don't pin a motherfucker. Or take roll off of him or something at 2.5 like they always do. But this big meathead motherfucker just laid there. So, I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
But it's bullshit, man. Bullshit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just don't understand that decision. They alienated a lot of fans, a lot of fucking fans with this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find a fan in the United States of America that was rooting for fucking Brock Lesnar.
Right. And if you look at their faces, Jay, after that 3 count hit, if you look at every single motherfucker in the audience, they had this stunned look on their face. Nigga, there was no cheers, no boos, just complete silence. And I did hear there was like a bullshit chant too there for a minute, but then it's like motherfuckers were completely shocked. Yeah. Mouths wide the fuck open. And in fact, Brock's music didn't even hit for like 2 or 3 minutes after the fact because that's how shocked everybody was. Yeah. So that shit was just crazy to me, man. Absolutely fucking crazy. And
they had to go in there, re-cue his music, and, they weren't even prepared for that.
So that's how we feel about the streak ending. Now, I'll talk about the other big part of WrestleMania that everybody's talking about, and that is Daniel Bryan finally becoming the heavyweight champion. All right, listen.
Nigga, heavyweight champion, get out of here. Come on, man. Heavyweight champion, dude is 5'6".
Yeah. I have to say this. I mean, I get that damn near everybody is in love with Daniel Bryan. Me and Jay just don't happen to be in that crowd of people. We don't hate Daniel Bryan or dislike him. We honestly just don't give a fuck about him. Period.
Yeah. He's plain.
Yeah. I mean,
all that. No personality, nothing.
Yeah. And
he hasn't fucked any celebrity women that we care about. He ain't done anything.
All right, nigga ain't done shit.
Go get some head from Miley Cyrus, and I might give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Until then, man, you're Daniel Bryan, 5'6".
Come on, yes. And we said no. Right. So the thing is, man, is like if you look at all the shit that he's gone through, like over the last year or whatever, with his storyline with the Authority, and even last year when they had the Shield attack him and everybody else attack him and stuff like that, we really don't give a shit about all the adversity that he's had to face. Not a damn bit of it. You know what I mean? I have seen this storyline, 15 years ago with Austin and the corporation, and now we got a repeat with Daniel Bryan and the Authority, and honestly, it just ain't the fucking same. I have no emotion, no caring about it whatsoever. And, yeah, none. So, you know, it just ain't doing shit for me, so therefore I was not rooting for him to win. I didn't give a shit if he won, lost, or, you know, left mid-match and said, fuck it, I ain't wrestling no more. I mean, I just didn't care.
Part of the reason we watch wrestling is because these guys are superhuman to us. They're big, they're strong, they're athletic, they're jumping off the ropes, they're performing these stunts, and we love that.
Yeah.
But when I look at Daniel Bryan, he's like the guy that works at Costco or something. He's like the guy bagging your groceries. He don't give a fuck. Just put my milk in the bag and shut up, man.
He said, fuck the small talk. Just give me my shit and go.
Like, I don't want to chat, man. Just put my shit in the bag.
Right.
Oh, you know, but hey, people love him, man. You can't knock people's taste too much, but
yeah. And here's the thing. I mean, listen, the guy has worked hard, and he's worked for a while. You know, he was all over the independent circuit. He started at Shawn Michaels' little training school back in the day. You know what I mean? He came up, you know, and he finally made it to the big dance in WWE, and he made it to WrestleMania, and he won the belt. You know what? I got no problem with that. So don't think that we're hating on Daniel Bryan. It's just that we don't really care about his journey and him finally winning the belt. It's a big deal for everybody else. Me and Jay were just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was like Daniel Bryan won the belt. Oh, okay.
Yay. Yeah. And honestly, after the Undertaker shit, nigga, I wasn't even caring about the rest of the card after that.
Pretty much. I mean, that shut the event down. That was it, you know.
Yeah. But you know what, though? We're talking about the good, the bad, and the irrelevant at WrestleMania. Let us not forget to talk about how WrestleMania opened. I thought that was the greatest thing. Hogan came out, right in the middle of him talking. You heard that glass break. Stone Cold Steve Austin came out. Then you had them two in the ring together, and then the fucking Rock came out. I'm like, oh, shit. Hey, now that right there got me hyped for WrestleMania. Mind you now, before WrestleMania, I hadn't even seen wrestling in quite a while, so I wasn't even caught up on all the storylines and shit, but it did not fucking matter. Once I saw them three in the ring, I said, okay, yeah, hell yeah. I'm watching this motherfucker, no problem.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I was caught up because I love wrestling. I watch wrestling all the time. But I tell you see those legends in the ring, man. You take Rock, Austin, and Hogan. That's all you need.
Right.
All you fucking need, man.
Yeah.
Everybody else that you gave a shit about is dead and gone.
Damn near.
Yes.
I mean, you know,
I do
Shawn Michaels too, but
you know, we're talking about wrestling. Yeah, Shawn Michaels, of course, yes. And check out JayNJay's top 10 wrestlers of all time if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that is on the JayNJay Throwbacks channel. Okay, so make sure.
Also, watch our WWE versus WWF video. That's classic.
Oh yeah.
Where we basically give our thoughts and we compare WWF to WWE. We're funny, as you can tell. But
oh shit.
With the Ultimate Warrior's passing and everything, it kind of lends its way to discussions on wrestlers, professional wrestlers, and health. And is the WWE conducive to the maintenance of health for these wrestlers? Meaning, is being in the WWE causing these short lifespans? I mean, Warrior gone at 54. And we can go on and on. Yeah, Mr.
Perfect, the British Bulldog, Rick Rude,
yes.
You know.
Yep.
All those guys who were still fairly young.
I mean, all these guys, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of guys. We can sit here and talk for hours about everybody that's dead and gone that passed away early on. I mean, Eddie Guerrero. The question is there something about the culture of wrestling that is causing these short lifespans? And, you talk about steroids. We can talk about drug usage. We can talk about all these different things. But what about just fucking wrestling itself? That's physical shit. And you talk about guys who are on the road, I don't know, maybe 180, 200 nights a week performing and getting smashed and slammed and this, that, and the third. That would take its toll on anybody. I don't give a fuck what kind of health, great health that you have. After a while, shit is going to start breaking down.
Yeah.
And,
Sure.
you know, some of these guys, you know, the pressure is there to go nonstop. They're being paid lots of money. And, you know, they're performing night in, night out. You know, our guys really in a position to take care of their health when they're having to work so hard and work so much and give the crowds what they want.
Yeah.
And you know, Warrior passing, it definitely put us in a position where we all need to take a step back, look at this sport that we love, and take an honest inventory of what we're watching. Are we watching self-destruction? Are we watching just pure, wholesome entertainment? Does some adjustments need to be made? Does Vince McMahon need to do more to secure the health of his fighters, his wrestlers? You know, there's some things to think about. You know, me and Jay, some stuff we're definitely thinking about. We were talking about this, and you know, Warrior gone too soon, man.
Yeah,
gone way too soon.
And I want to, yeah, he was one of the greats. I want to ask you this, Jay. Did you by chance happen to catch Mr. T's Hall of Fame speech last week?
No, was it bullshit?
Oh my God! Look, man, T was getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame because of his participation at WrestleManias 1 and 2. And I'm like, okay, you know, he's in the celebrity wing. That's cool and all. But, nigga, his speech was about a half hour long, and the nigga never mentioned wrestling once.
What the fuck was he talking about? The 18?
He talked... No, he wasn't talking about that.
Yeah, they're talking about Murdoch and shit.
Nigga, the whole thing was pretty much a loving letter to his mother, pretty much.
Oh.
I mean, like, nigga, his whole thing was pretty much talking about how much he loved his mother, why he loved his mother. I mean, nigga, I was over here thinking, yo, look, nigga, shit, is this your mother's Hall of Fame speech or yours? Because it seems like she's getting inducted. I mean,
hey,
he
listen,
was talking about her.
I can't knock him for giving props to his mom, but not a half hour.
I can't either. See, that's the thing. Like, look, man, you know, he talked about how he loved the Lord. He talked about how he loved his mom. Hey, look, I got no problem with any of that. The problem I have is the fact that he never, ever mentioned wrestling. That's what he's there for.
Yeah.
And he had the nerve to say, hey, listen, I want to briefly talk about my mother. Nigga, that briefly was 25 straight minutes. And finally, Kane had to come onto the stage and tell the nigga, look, man, it's time to go. Like on some serious shit. I'm like, wow. Yeah. Hey, but you know what, though? Good for Mr. T. You know what I'm saying? He seems like a real good dude. And, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mr. T, congratulations, man.
Yeah, good values and all that shit. So I can't really hate on him for that. I was just
kind of
curious.
Every time I see Mr. T, man, I think of that movie, I'm Going to Get You, Sucker. Remember it was dying from wearing too much gold? That's what Mr. T reminds me of, man. But that's great, though. Mr. T, shout out to you, man. Shout out to the A-Team. Fuck it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody, man.
And all the Hall of Famers, because Jake the Snake had a real good speech, and, you know, so he talked about his drugs and, you know, like everything else, and kind of just his love for wrestling that made him not be a good father, not a good husband, all this other shit. And also, Razor Ramon, Scott fucking Hall, got inducted, well deserved. Scott Hall, you know, after putting your life back together, he got inducted. As Razor Ramon, though, not as Scott Hall. So I guess we got to wait to see if he goes in.
Shout out to Razor Ramon, man. I saw that special on him a couple of years ago, and he was looking fucking bad, man. He was looking like death with a jerry curl.
Yeah, this is...
But, you know, he's doing the thing, man. Shout out.
Yeah, he's back to...
Razor Ramon, man.
Right. All right, yo, this has been JayNJay on the JayNJay Show. Hope we answered all your questions. If you got any more, you know what to do. Send us an email or a message to our channel, and we'll get to them as soon as we can. Peace.
Peace.